The search continued Monday for a missing boater in Randolph County.
We are slipping into classic summertime weather across East Alabama. We'll detail the entire 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham. Rescue workers say a single vessel accident Friday afternoon on Lake Wedowee sent one person to the hospital, and officials are still searching for another person who was on that boat. Jake L. Littleton, 20, of Heflin, was operating a John boat when he hit a submerged stump, throwing Littleton and his passenger out of the boat. That passenger has been identified as Russell H. Clanton, 22, of Oxford. Littleton was recovered from the water shortly after the accident and taken to a hospital in Marietta, Georgia, for treatment. Clanton was not recovered, and a search and recovery effort is currently underway to locate and find him. Conducting that search are volunteers from the Clay, Cleburne, and Randolph County Rescue Departments, the Randolph County Dive Team, the Alexander City Rescue Squad Dive Team, the Randolph County Sheriff's Office, and troopers with the Alabama Department's Marine Patrol Division. State troopers say a one-car accident in Tuscaloosa County on Saturday took the life of a Jacksonville man. The victim has been identified as 47-year-old Jonathan Goodner, who died when his vehicle ran off Highway 216 and struck a sign, a ditch, and a tree. Troopers say that accident happened 5 miles west of Brookwood around 1:30 Saturday afternoon. 4 East Alabama airports are beginning a total of $1.3 million to make upgrades to their runways and other facilities, according to officials with the U.S. Transportation Department. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says his office will be issuing $1.776 billion nationwide, and Alabama will be getting $15.5 million of that money. In East Alabama, Talladega Municipal Airport will receive just over $500,000 to rehabilitate its runway, reconstruct the apron, and build a drainage system. Merkel Field in Sylacauga will get almost $400,000 to construct airport drainage and erosion control systems. St. Clair County Airport in Pell City will get $252,000 for hangar construction, and Cherokee County Regional Airport and Center will receive $182,000 to resurface and reseal its runway. One of East Alabama's top tourist attractions is about to start a project that will make it more accessible to senior citizens and other visitors. That story and more when we return.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Metal Buildings, custom metal buildings built right here in Anniston.
The Anniston Museums and Garden has been awarded a $15,000 AARP Community Challenge grant to help make its grounds more accessible, comfortable, and welcoming to residents of all ages, especially older adults. This funding will support improvements to the museum's grounds, including the addition of ADA-compliant benches and picnic tables made from recycled materials, along with shade umbrellas to provide safer, cooler, and more comfortable spaces for visitors to rest, gather, and enjoy the outdoors. That grant is one of 14 awarded to communities across Alabama as part of AARP's 2026 Community Challenge program, which supports quick action projects focused on public spaces, transportation, housing, digital connectivity, disaster preparedness, and other local priorities that strengthen communities. Several new laws have taken effect this week that will make a difference across Alabama. That story and more when we return.
For 50 years, Waldrop Metal Buildings has proudly delivered American-made metal buildings, barns, and carports across the Southeast. Now we're celebrating by giving back all year long with monthly giveaways as a thank you to our customers. Visit our Facebook page to enter and be part of the celebration. Waldrop Metal Buildings, real, American-made steel.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit us at any one of our 5 locations in Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln.
A handful of new rules and regulations passed by the Alabama legislature earlier this year became state law on July 1st. They cover a wide variety of topics from school threats to food vendors and chaplains at public schools. One of the bills requires school leaders to notify law enforcement officials immediately if a credible threat is made against a school or a student. The newly passed law sets a uniform definition for credible threat, so schools statewide will be following the same guidelines each time a threat is made. The law says that a threat is credible if it is, quote, a knowing and willful statement or course of conduct which, based on the totality of the circumstances, would cause a reasonable person to fear for his or her safety or the safety of another, end quote. That law provides for students making terrorist threats to be suspended pending a due process hearing. Students can return to class only if the charges are resolved and they have a mental health evaluation. Students who are found guilty will be expelled. The law also covers threats at other public buildings, including hospitals and nursing homes. Another new law took effect this past week that allows school boards to approve volunteer chaplains at the K through 12 public schools. And a separate law will allow students to go to religious programs off campus during the school day. Mobile food truck vendors are covered by a new state law that will allow them to receive one state inspection for health and fire safety instead of having to go through the same process in each city in which they operate. John Holder is standing by in the EAN Weather Center with our local forecast.
Mike, it's the forecast with heat and humidity with late afternoon or early evening scattered showers and thunderstorms. That's the forecast for a while. We'll break it down for you next.
This spring and summer, get it done right with Oxford Lumber, your hometown partner for projects big or small. From refreshing your garden to upgrading your outdoor space, we've got everything you need. Check out our full garden center and gear up on our Stihl showroom, chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Ready to grill? We've got Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone to fire up the fun. Since 1985, Oxford Lumber has been built on tradition and focused on you. Visit us today at any of our 5 locations: Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln. Oxford Lumber, where you're treated like family.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
The EAN weather cam on your Monday afternoon. This was late this afternoon. Some clouds forming across East Alabama, some showers and thunderstorms moving across. Pretty typical East Alabama weather for early July here in the EAN Weather Center today. 89 for the high, actually a degree below the average. 70 for the low this morning, exactly where we should be. So all in all, this is pretty much your typical July weather here in Alabama. Coming up tonight, we're going to be looking at a few evening storms out there. With the heating of the day going away, those storms will fade away. But until then, there could be a storm or two out there. Rain chance in any one location, 30%. The low overnight tonight, pretty comfortable, 71 degrees. Coming up tomorrow, really a repeat of today. We got sunshine in the morning, mid-morning, 78 degrees. More sunshine, very warm by lunchtime at 85. And then as we get into the afternoon hours, 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, about a 1 in 3 chance of late afternoon, early evening, scattered shower or thunderstorm. With the heating of the day, the high tomorrow will be a little bit warmer at 91 degrees. Again, that chance of rain tomorrow afternoon, about 1 in 3. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. And pretty much, folks, it's about the same until the first half of the weekend. We're going to average about a 25 to 30% chance of a shower or thunderstorm every afternoon with the heating of the day. Highs will be in the low 90s, nighttime lows in the low 70s. We do think we're going to see a little bit of an increase in the shower and thunderstorm activity the back half of the weekend and the early part of next week. We'll bump those rain chances up to about 60%. We'll drop the temperatures to the upper 80s, maybe even some upper 60s. It's been a long time since we've seen that. But all in all, for the next 7 days, the forecast just not changing much across East Alabama. To illustrate very vividly for you how it is in Alabama on a summer afternoon, here's the 24-hour rainfall for the entire state of Alabama, ending at 7 o'clock this morning. So yesterday, your Sunday afternoon, we had some places in Alabama that didn't see anything. That's where the white is. We had some places that had a couple of inches of rain. That's where the yellows and oranges are. Here in East Alabama, we were in the same exact situation. We have part of Calhoun County that saw very little of anything, less than 1/10 of an inch of rainfall in 24 hours. But you go back over here to Cleburne County, close to 2 inches around Ranburne, and really all across where my hand is right there, we had a wide variety. We had anywhere from 1/10 of an inch or less all the way to 2 inches. Very uneven rainfall distribution across East Alabama on your Sunday afternoon. And folks, that's the way it's going to stay for the foreseeable future. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Tuesday weather at a glance. Coming up next, we've got more EAN local news after the break with Mike.
McClellan Sports and Outdoors, locally owned and operated since 2008. We offer embroidery, sublimation, and screen printing, and we stock a large selection of team equipment. We have a large showroom with tons of gear and shoes to get you and your family ready for your next activity. Adidas, Under Armour, Maui Jim, Evo Shield, Wilson, and more. We are located in the heart of Calhoun County, here to serve our region with all your athletic needs.
Thanks for watching East Alabama Now Local News. We appreciate all your support. Please like and subscribe to see more local news for your area. We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.